he said it because of his wet blanket energy.
Unhinged. That's actually unhinged.
Hello and welcome back to She's All Batch. This is our segment. Sound off in the comments below. That's where you guys submit the topics that we talk about. Hi, Jackie.
Yes. And we talk about them. Hi, Stefanie. It's been a minute since I've seen your face. You look so tan. You always look way tanner than me, but particularly because you just came back from a trip.
I was in the sun. I went to North Carolina to visit family and made a conscious effort to be in the sun to look tan on camera, really, if I'm being honest.
I need to I was in Florida, but you'll never know it because I'm just pale as fuck.
Well, you were in Florida a little while ago. It's not like you just got back.
Like a week or two ago. Yeah, I guess, to be fair.
Well, you're going to Cabo.
I just never look as tan as you. I know, but even so, I feel like
it's genetics.
It's hard out there. I know. I try so hard. I'm only half Italian and you're 100% Italian. And that's really, the half Irish really gets me.
And are you Sicilian though?
I am on half though.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you need to be 100.
I know.
I actually, a TikTok sound that I want to do when I'm in Vegas, it's a Family Guy sound, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And it's Stewie laying there, and he's like, "Oh, you got to keep the tan up. It's not a skin color. It's a lifestyle, Brian. See, you wouldn't know that because you're white as a ghost. You're haunting this house with your."
Yeah, you can make that me.
Well, I wasn't gonna say you don't have to be the other person. Honestly, I was going.
I know, but I am white as a ghost. I feel like, and I have self tanner on. That's the worst. I mean, granted, it's maybe a week old. The self tanner is probably like a week old, but this is still pretty pale.
Jackie, you're beautiful. No matter what.
I didn't say pale was ugly.
Oh, true.
I just said it was pale. It is not tan. But yeah, anyway.
I'm just stating a fact that you are beautiful.
Thanks. That's so nice.
Yeah,
so are you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, well, let's get to these submissions.
Yeah.
We have been off for the past week. We missed you guys so much. Actually, one of my submissions was like, what did you do without us for the week? Like, did you miss us? And yeah, of course we missed you guys.
Of course we did. I have a lot more well, it's weird because you were on a trip, but that week that we were just off, I was still in my daily life, but it feels like I have a void, right? Because I have so much extra time.
What do
when
I
I
do?
would normally be doing podcast stuff. I'm like, what do I do with myself?
Yeah.
Just trying to stay busy, trying to distract myself from the void in my heart. But we're back.
Oh, void in your heart. Oh, void, like them, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's like all I had to do was my other measly job, and I'm like, wow, all the other people in the world that only have one job, I'm like, wow,
what do you do with your free time?
Yeah.
Anyway, I got some submissions asking about Bachelor in Paradise casting stuff because some casting stuff came out while we were off, and I confirmed some stuff with Reality Steve because I don't go. He knows this. I don't read his website because I don't want to get spoilers for other things. So I had to ask him directly. And then I also got an exclusive of my own. So we know the main people that we already know. We don't need to go over that again. I mean, Hakeem, Jonathan, Zoe, and the likes. So other people that are there filming because they are filming right now.
Okay.
Leia from Joey's season, who I'm here for. And you know what? I DM'd her asking her about coming on the show. But once Paradise was announced again, I'm like, damn it. All these people that we could have gotten are not going to be able to because either they're already agreed to or they don't want to risk not being invited.
Totally.
So we chatted a little bit and then it kind of died off. And I'm like, she's probably going to Paradise. So Leia, excited about that. Jess Edwards, who was, I don't know, do you remember her? She was also from
Clayton season?
No, who's
oh no, I'm thinking
that's
of
Jess.
Or no,
Gerard.
Who's
no? That's Zach's season.
I'm like, which Jess? We've had her on the podcast. She's really sweet.
Jess
she was on the last season, right? With the glitter. That's not that Jess. Okay,
not that Jess. That's Blake Moynes' Paradise ex, who I thought they were just friends the whole time.
Totally right. No, exactly. Okay.
But not her.
Too many Jesses. Okay,
not her.
Which Jess is this?
Although I could see her going.
Me too.
Because Kat Izzo is there, which I'm super excited about. And I know Kat and Jess, they were friends, at least the last I knew.
I think they're all part of that San Diego Bachelor crew. Kylie, Jess, Kat, Izzo. I feel like they all hang out a lot.
I think Kylie should go. I can see if she doesn't want to go because maybe she's scarred from last year, but I think She would be someone that now people would be really excited to see go down, whereas last year we were like, who's Kylie at first?
No, totally. Especially like given her history with Avon, I feel like people would want to see her get like another shot at like meeting someone great. I'm surprised that Kat is there, but I'm so excited about it. She's great television. We've had her on the show. We love her. So I'm good for her.
I'm not surprised. I actually was going to ask her, but then just left it alone because I'm like, I had a good feeling. She's one of the people that makes sense. Like they always need to bring back someone for the new season that was like had a big storyline the previous season, but it didn't work out. And then people look at those people in a different light the second time around, I think.
Yeah, well, I wonder if there were conversations like kind of promising her a different
I hope.
Because I could see why she wouldn't want to go because I feel like she was really done dirty by the editing, like we spoke with her about. And I feel like she felt very misrepresented, and I feel like she was. So I hope that they give her her due and her time to shine.
Yeah. Maybe they listened to her interview on She's All Batch and they were like, Kat, you're going to have to keep your mouth shut if we give you a good edit and not say anything because
no, don't keep your mouth too shut. Still come on after, but
yes, right, obviously. Okay. And then my exclusive is someone who's not going. Actually, first, Rose from what's the most recent season?
Grant season?
Yes. What did we just watch? Grant season. Rose has confirmed that she's not going. She actually put Reality Steve on blast and posted a TikTok. I'll put it in here.
This is for Reality Steve. I'm sorry you got it so wrong. I quit my job because I wanted to. Not because I'm going on Paradise.
She should go, though.
I know. I'm like, I actually feel like you should go. And Carolina should go. And
yeah, I feel like someone like Rose is the target. Like she's actually a perfect person to go because we know her. She had a storyline from her season, but it wasn't like so overpowering or so much that I feel like she really has a path forward without the show, like in the way that like a Maria or a Tyler Cameron doesn't need to go back
maybe
to Paradise.
She doesn't want a
Rose
path.
is that perfect in between. And sure, yeah, maybe she doesn't want a path. Maybe she's done and wants to do other things. That's fine. But if she wants to continue her reality TV career, like this is what she should be doing. Yes. In my humble opinion.
No,
I've never been on reality TV.
Right. I agree. And I think it could have catapulted her.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. She's right on the cusp of like actual Bachelor superstardom.
But not there yet.
Kind of. We had to be like, wait, what season was she from?
Yeah.
Like, you know how we say the only way to go is down? They already brought her down. So now the only way to go is up. And that's on science, baby.
She reminded me of Greer in the beginning.
Yeah, they look similar, I think.
And Greer went to Paradise and was eliminated week 1. So, like, I mean, Rose could have went.
I forgot that Greer
exactly
went to Paradise. Oh my God.
Maybe she'll go. We'll see.
I hope she does.
But in terms of my exclusive, this is someone who was not chosen as the Golden Bachelor and was blindsided by that news, according to my anonymous source. And this person was then asked to go to Golden Paradise, and he said politely declined because was not feeling it anymore. But this person, according to my source, very much thought that the Golden Bachelor gig was his. And yeah, the rug was ripped out from under him with this new guy. What's his name? Ted? What's the new guy's name?
There's no way to know.
No, there.
Yeah, so it's actually impossible. No one knows the answer to that.
What is his name? Hold on.
They're gonna say, okay, yeah, we didn't research this, guys.
Well, we have a whole episode on the new Golden Bachelor announcement. Forgive me for forgetting things. New Golden Bachelor.
Wait, so are you not going to say who this person is?
I am certainly going to say it once I find out what his name is.
No, I'm the one getting calls.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, no one call me ever, actually. It's so rude to call people in general. Just as a blanket statement.
They know.
Even when like my friends and family call me, like, don't call me. Why would you ever call me?
Wait, sorry to keep you on this cliffhanger because I keep like hinting it and then veering off. However, on my trip to North Carolina, I am hiking and looking at waterfalls, and I get a call from my aunt. My aunt who close with, but she doesn't call me. And in the hike, I have no service. So I'm like, I have to spend this entire hike thinking about who died, what's going on. And it turns out she ends up texting me and she said, "Hi, sorry, I ended up calling your mom. I just wanted to see the size of my niece, whose her birthday is today. Happy birthday, Ivy." But she wanted to see her size. And I'm like, or ask me her size. And I'm like,
see,
well,
that is a text message thing.
What?
You do not need to call someone, especially cold call someone to ask one simple question. I'm sorry. No offense to your, who is it? Your aunt?
My aunt.
No. Yeah.
So for like a good 15 minutes during my hike with no service, I'm like trying to talk myself off the ledge. But anyways, the almost Golden Bachelor who's not going to paradise is Jonathan. And my source said that he was really blindsided by the fact that he wasn't chosen. And to be honest, justice for Jonathan, I agree.
No, he was definitely a strong contender. Had they gone the route of picking someone from a previous season, I feel like he made the most sense.
Yeah. Right. And like we talked about it in case you guys are new here and you didn't know, but we have a whole episode on the new Golden Bachelor news, plus the other Bachelor in Paradise spoilers, like they're going to Costa Rica, even though like we don't care because we're just watching from a TV screen and it doesn't make any difference to us.
Right. Like a beach is a beach is a beach is a beach.
Exactly. So just go back and listen to that if you want to hear more about that. But yeah, so Jonathan's not going as well, which is a bummer because like, does this mean like Charles L isn't going either? Like, we need to beef up this beach.
Well, so is Jonathan's not going because he's upset about not being chosen, or they didn't ask him?
According to my source, so Jonathan had gotten out of his relationship, and I think it was the timing of. I mean, it could be a mix of both. I'm not speaking for anyone, but like it could be like, well, I wasn't chosen for this. Why would I want to go do this? I'm not sure what came first, like the Bachelor in Paradise offer or the Golden Bachelor denial. Yeah, I mean, they do this all the time, though, unfortunately. They make a lot of people feel like they have a chance to be the lead, and obviously only one guy gets to be the lead. I can see being extra blindsided when it's someone who you weren't even technically in the running against.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, totally. And I think we've seen before too, like I think they tell a bunch of people that they could be the lead. Only one can be picked. But I think they also tell people that have no chance of being picked that they could potentially be the lead to keep people in line and to keep people from like speaking out on the show because they think one day like they're going to be treated well and get their chance.
Speaking of bachelors, though, there's some news about our boy Clayton. Very, very good news.
Wait, tell me about this because you said the Clayton stuff and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've been on a vacation and I knew about this stuff. Jackie's been living under a rock.
No one has spoken to me about Clayton. Yeah, maybe I am under a rock.
No one has spoken to Jackie for the past week. She's just been
I've been in my own zone.
Okay, well, I'll play the audio that Clayton posted, but this is about his lawsuit with that woman, Laura Owens, who lied about being pregnant. Remember this whole thing? This started 2 years ago, and we talked about it originally, and then, like, there's been...
Well, it just kept going, and we just, like, couldn't keep up.
I'm like, guys, I am not a lawyer, contrary to popular belief when I defended Latia on the stand during Grant's finale.
Yes. So bring in the dancing lobsters. That's the only kind of court I know about.
Exactly.
But I remember when we were in Vegas last time, Dave and Steve were like going from Vegas to the courthouse in Arizona, I think the next day to continue to cover it. So, I mean, Dave did great coverage of the Clayton stuff, Steve as well. So go, if you want to know all the details, go follow their stuff.
But if you want to just hear what we have to say, you can keep watching.
Then just stay right here.
Okay. This is what Clayton posted 2 days ago.
Justice is finally served. I am absolutely amped to share this news with you all that today, as of I think 20 minutes ago, Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell has announced the indictment of Laura Michelle Owens on felony charges related to the paternity scheme. 1 count of fraudulent schemes, a class 2 felony, 1 count of forgery, a class 4 felony, 4 counts of perjury, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of tampering with physical evidence, a class 6 felony. This nightmare is over. I am so ready to not have to think about this anymore. I want to say thank you to Rachel Mitchell and the investigators for serving up justice. I want to thank my lawyers. They've been incredible standing by my side. This wouldn't have gotten to this point if it wasn't for Greg Woodnick. and his entire incredible team. And this is just such a weight lifted off. I'm really looking at messages coming through right now from the other guys. We are so thankful, and thank you all for your support. I have not been this happy. This is a weight of 2 years lifted off my shoulders, of these guys before me, years lifted off their shoulders. It feels good.
Yay.
A win he needed. And like, I feel like tying this back to the Gabby stuff, though, I think a lot of people forgot he was also going through that. And before this, it was the girl who hooked up with fake Clayton and then told Susie that.
Oh, yeah. I
this
forgot
man
about
has gone
fake
through
Clayton.
so much. How do you forget about fake Clayton? 3 dogs in a trench coat. I feel like when the Gabby thing was happening and he was going back and forth with Gabby, like he's also dealing with this massive legal battle that is destroying his reputation if it went in another way. And I'm just so happy he's gotten a win because he's had quite a few hits, like way more than anyone else I know.
Yeah, way more than any other
Bachelor person.
leads in recent memory. He really has gotten a lot of the short ends of a lot of sticks. So I feel for him in that sense. And I'm happy that this is finally resolved and it went the right way. And now hopefully he can just close that chapter and move on. I'm sure that was like a very stressful thing hanging over him for literally years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If you guys are looking to see healthier skin and hair in just mere weeks, then you have to check out Blissy pillowcases. Blissy pillowcases are made of 100% mulberry silk, which is better for your skin and hair than satin. Satin is made from synthetic products, which is rough on your hair and skin. And obviously it's cheap for a reason. Whereas silk pillowcases have anti-aging properties. They reduce fine lines and wrinkles over time. And then for your hair, they also eliminate frizz. They preserve hairstyles and they protect color-treated hair. A bunch of you guys have been commenting on our YouTube videos that my skin has been glowing. And honestly, I do chalk it up to the fact that I have been using Blissy pillowcases and they're super great. They have over 70 colors, including a Wicked line and a Harry Potter line. So you really can get a Blissy pillowcase for the whole family. Anyone can find one that fits the aesthetic that they're going for in their bedroom. Blissy has been featured on Live with Kelly and Mark, The View, Oprah Daily, and Good Morning America, and they have sold over 3 million pillowcases. So because you guys are She's All Batch listeners, Blissy is offering 60 nights risk-free plus an additional 30% off when you shop at blissy.com/batch30. That's BACH30. So why not just try it out? It's literally 60 nights risk-free plus 30% off. So what are you waiting for? If you don't like it, you can just return it and get your money back. But I guarantee you guys, you are going to love them. So definitely go check it out. You have nothing to lose. That's Blissy, BLISSY.com/batch30 and use code batch30 to get an additional 30% off. Your skin and hair will thank you.
Yeah. So congrats, Clayton.
As people who are in a lawsuit for years, not that it's the same at all.
Oh, I know. I totally can relate. And then once it's over, it's just so freeing. But ours didn't end quite like
I was going to say,
planned.
ours didn't go the exact way we wanted it to go.
But ours is going to fund a nice dinner when we go to Vegas.
So true. I saw you put up for restaurant recs. Guys, tell us where we need to eat in Vegas. Because also, I haven't been able to get a Carbone reservation.
Jackie, do you not? You know I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm trying at least. But
I know, but you don't. If I got a reservation to Carbone, you'd be like, no, I want to go somewhere else.
No,
well, I mean, depending on where the other place was.
Well, so the whole reason why I posted a little fun fact for you guys, the whole reason why I posted the picture and then the recs is because I tagged every single hotel, restaurant, and hid them because I want them to see it because I am blowing them the F up via email, via DM. Like I am trying to go somewhere. I will make content for you. And I want to go and experience, a gifted collab, if you will. And join me on this journey. I really would love to make it happen. I even, Jackie, found something yesterday that it was like calling all influencers, like come to this spa.
In Vegas?
Mm-hmm. And I submitted.
Well,
of course. We have to be approved and we have to have it.
Why wouldn't they approve us? We could literally tell them we'd put it in the vlog, like of us going to a massage.
Thanks. I've sent about 47 emails, but I'll start telling them that. Yes, I've listed every single thing.
I know.
I ran it through like Chat GBT, like really made it super profesh. I made a little comp card for myself. Yes. I'm trying, but what I think is the issue is a lot of places will be like, yeah, sure, here's our form, fill it out, and then it goes to an inbox, and I'm like, no one is checking this inbox because I bet you get 5,000 submissions a day, and my next step is going to be calling, but we know how that's going to go.
You're not capable of calling.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Maybe you can send a strongly worded text message.
How? They don't have text? I don't have their cell phone number.
Some restaurants have text.
Okay.
But I just think that's a lot easier than calling. Like if I had to call a place, I mean, you guys know it took me days to call the hotel. But if I could have texted them, it would have been done that day.
True.
Also, you need to let me know what day you want to go to Nobu. Because also it's been hard for me to, when I'm thinking of just making reservations and stuff, I don't know what our schedule is. Other than Friday is the actual Steve party.
No, Saturday's the actual Steve party.
Are you sure? I thought it was Friday.
I'm positive.
Oh, okay. Then I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I just thought it was Friday because it was Friday last time. No? Or was it Saturday?
No, it was Saturday.
No, it was Friday
too.
No. It was definitely Friday last time because Saturday we were in the Venetian and then we went to Nobu and Jack's and that was Saturday. Yes. Then we left Sunday. It was such a quick trip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, we plan to release the Vegas vlog from 2024 on YouTube. TBD, it's coming. It's just give me a minute.
Next couple weeks.
I just got back from vacation, but we want to release it. It was only on our Patreon previously, but we want to put it on our YouTube. What's funny going through it, though, which this could be another topic, in this vlog, which some people called like it's like watching a reality show, which it very much is filmed like a reality show. We like obsess over Jax Taylor. Obviously, we met him, but like the leading up to meeting him, we're freaking out that we get to go to his cabana. We're so pumped.
Oh, yeah. Cabana 4. At the day break, whatever, Jax Taylor.
Well, how did you just decode him?
We have to go.
What time? We have Nobu at 9:30.
No, we don't. It's 2:18. No, we have plenty of time. Also, we need to cancel Nobu to go to Jax Taylor's cabana. We can do it.
I gotta go. And like watching it now, I'm like, oh, this didn't age that well because I don't want to be associated with anything to do with him. Can we talk about the Valley?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Let's talk about the Valley. It's so funny you bring that up too, because now that I've been watching the Valley and they filmed the Valley in the summer, I was trying to put the timeline together of when we saw Jax versus when the Valley started filming. And I think we saw him right before the Valley started filming because that was before the 4th of July. And I think when the Valley starts, they're like peak July.
Wait, so Jax
we saw Jax when he's at the peak of his drug addiction.
Well, I mean, we literally saw him.
Which obviously
like
we literally witnessed
times.
it happen.
We alluded to
that
it.
That man had to pee so much when we were at that cabana.
He didn't do anything in broad daylight, but he did leave several times. He told me that he was very single, which is funny because in the beginning of the Valley, he's like, we were trying to work things out. And then I find these text messages and she's doing this and sending all the dirty videos to his friend. And the like irony of him saying, but this was to my friend. You're going to do something and you're going to be slutty with my friend. And it's like, Jax, you literally banged Tom's girlfriend on Vanderpump Rules twice.
Yeah, no, Jax has no leg to stand on for any of this. And I think that's what's been really upsetting me about watching the Valley is the way this man takes no accountability, is so like, I don't want to diagnose anyone with anything, but the way it's some sort of personality disorder, narcissism, sociopathic way he's acting, and the way he tries to turn every single thing Brittany says to him, like, oh, you have a drug problem, like you've done all this stuff. He always tries to turn it and be like, well, Brittany, you did this and you did this and you did this, and just turn it right back on her. And it's just like, these two things are not even a little bit the same. And I just hate that he's trying to make it seem like, oh, Brittany's out there also partying and Brittany's out there, hooking up with all these people. Like, you guys were separated. She has every right to go date someone. Like, what?
And he broke the rule of bringing a girl to the house. Like, she's like, if I'm separated, I'm hooking up with someone, like, I'm not doing it at home. Like, you brought a girl in our house, which we said was not okay.
Yeah. And the way he uses all that to justify his anger too. It's like, I don't care if she literally hooked up with your brother. That does not give you the reason to be able to like throw stuff all over your home and like punch walls and like legitimately rage in a house where like your child lives. That's just so toxic and dangerous and not okay. And the fact that he's like, did I throw a chair? Yeah. But like, you know what? I was just so mad because it was with my friend. It's like,
what would you do? What would you do if you were in my shoes? Like he always says that.
I bet you know what, Jax? I would not throw a chair. I would not do that. So it's a dark show, The Valley, and it's just I'm still gonna keep watching, obviously, don't get me wrong, but it's teetering on icky where I'm like, this is a man with a legitimate anger, abusive drug problem, and we are just like eating it up with our little popcorn for entertainment when it's like a family is like genuinely being ripped apart. Like his poor son who's gonna have to watch all of this back one day.
Or see it Brittany, firsthand, not even watch it. He's living it and sees.
I do think, I don't know if you saw the most recent episode. I think they try to do a good job of like removing Cruz from the situation. Like anytime Brittany and Jax are going to have a conversation, she tells the nanny to go like take him to the park and stuff. But kids are smart. Like kids are very perceptive. They pick up on energy. It's not a healthy environment for this poor kid.
Question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's only been open about cocaine, but his anger is almost giving like roid rage. Like, could he be on steroids too? And that's what's like amplifying his anger because like he goes from 0 to 60 in 3.5, Brianna. And, and like, it just doesn't seem like logical or realistic. And like, when you're saying it's icky, I totally agree. This is how I felt when watching Ronnie destroy Sammy's furniture, but that was like back in 2009. I feel like as a society we have evolved and like this should not be glorified on TV anymore. And we're like it's like Bravo doesn't care because they're making so much money in the ratings.
No, Bravo does not care. Yeah.
Well, you would know. So it's Peacock, right?
Oh,
she doesn't speak Peacock, for behalf of Peacock.
No, I mean, Bravo, yes, is under the NBC umbrella with Peacock. Huge partnership there. Yes, Bravo is one of the most successful brands with NBC Universal. One of the only ones not being spun off from the company. So yeah, it's huge. They do not care. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about it, right? Like I love me some trashy, messy reality television, but the past few episodes have just been I'm just like, wow, this is dark. Like we're watching like a really mentally ill man abuse his wife and child emotionally, not physically as far as we know. But like, I don't know, when on television, they're literally saying as much as that he's throwing stuff and punching through walls. I can only imagine what they're not saying and not discussing on television. It's scary.
Yeah, and just like the after shows. Have you watched any of the after show clips?
Some of them.
I love that they do that. They should do that on like Paradise or something because you get so much more out of it. Like him saying like, I never called her fat. What are you talking about? And then Kristen's
so
like,
ridiculous because it's like, dude, I've heard you call her fat like on Vanderpump Rules or whatever. Like this is nothing new. He's always been criticizing Brittany's appearance. So it's just like to see this man constantly like lie and twist the narrative and be like, yeah, I did the most toxic stuff ever, but you know, what would you do? She hooked up with my friend. It's like, I don't know. It's like scary to watch this man just like lie and twist. Ugh. I don't know.
It's like when a guy says like, oh, my ex-girlfriend's so crazy, but he leaves out the fact that he cheated on her 10 times and made her go through hell. That's this. Yeah. Did Brittany hook up with your friend or do whatever she did with your friend? Yeah. What was your track record prior to that though? Like you don't get to like get mad at her for that when you've done 500 things worse.
100%. Yeah.
So it's difficult to watch. It's obviously entertaining. I've obviously gotten past the whole, I realize who I don't like on the show is Janet. I don't.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really like her.
I don't care for her. And that's what steered me away from the first season. Oh, but I binged the whole first season. Once I watched season 2, I was like, oh wait, I can go back now that I understand these characters a little bit more, but I still, Janet could be cut from the whole show and I wouldn't even notice or care.
Yeah, I'm very indifferent towards her. Also, Jesse, I feel like is low-key cut a little bit of the same cloth
as
Jax. Like the way he totally flips things. So it's like we're watching really scary, toxic people on this show.
Wait, back to Janet real quick. Do you know the rumor that she apparently like moved to the valley or like was purposely associating with certain people that she can get to where she is, and like she got them to be on the show. So that was the rumor that like this was very strategic by her. And then Kristen, like I love that Kristen's getting the recognition she deserves, because I've been a Kristen fan from like day one. I think she's iconic. Andy, what's his face? Andy Cohen asked Kristen like, oh, what are your thoughts on the fact that Janet called you crazy Kristen? And she's like, she loved to watch Vanderpump Rules, didn't she? And I was like, yes, like that's so true, because crazy Kristen was a phrase from that show. It's not a Valley thing, or maybe not as big of a thing as it was back in the day. And you would only know to call her that because she's watched Vanderpump Rules.
Well, yeah, and it's definitely implying that she was like a fan before.
Oh, totally.
Weaseling her way onto the show herself. Yeah.
So, all right, last submission. We got a lot of people asking about Rachel and Blake, because that also was happening right as we did our last episode, and then we took the week off. Like that's when that started happening. But they shared videos of themselves together in Africa, like on the safari.
Looks incredible.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people are assuming that they're so what's going okay. So the video I saw, they're like riding through the safari, and his hand is like kind of on her knee, and I sent it to you and I was like, that's a little cozy for just friends. And they're on this 2-week trip together. I think they're with other friends too. I don't know if it's like through Blake's work or like why they're even there. But what's the deal? Because didn't they just film a show together that hasn't released yet? And Clayton's also on the show?
Right. So allegedly, they are on Perfect Match. They are both part of the cast. Perfect Match has not come out yet. It's already filmed though. But Clayton's also there as well. I think we covered the Clayton and Rachel part already. But Blake is there too, allegedly. I don't know if Blake and Rachel leave the show as a couple. I would lean more towards they didn't, because I don't think they would be allowed to then just like be seen together. Like they probably would have to keep that under wraps if like they're a couple now. Just like Love is Blind. They shoot a year in advance and then they can't be seen for a year because they can't reveal whether or not they're still together. So I would imagine that Blake and Rachel didn't leave as a couple and then maybe got together after. We've been saying for years that we thought they are like soulmates. This is not the first time they've gone on trips together. Rachel very much appreciates like wildlife and all the stuff that Blake does. It seems like a match made in heaven. And it's kind of annoying that you guys didn't get together on Paradise.
I know. And then I feel like after Paradise, they were doing a lot of things together, kind of teasing it. Is it possible they're just flirty friends?
Is it possible they're just platonic friends that happen to have the similar interest and like...
Well, but like, would your platonic friend put his hand on your knee like that?
Yeah, I mean...
But the thing is, it's like, I guess maybe. If you are flirty friends where it's like, there's a little bit of like attraction, but you're not doing anything about it just for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe, right?
I don't know.
So
maybe.
I don't know. I hope they are together. It's
Julia Fox?
Uncut Gems.
I
Which,
don't know,
oh my God,
maybe.
TBT.
I know.
Yeah, no, I hope they are together. I love seeing them together. Also, I want more Africa content. Like that looks amazing. One of my dreams in life is to go on an African safari. I think maybe for my honeymoon. First, I need to get a boyfriend, then I need to get a fiance, then I need to get a husband, and then I can take a honeymoon. But I'm just thinking, you know,
plan the wedding. Then there's some steps.
African safari, like that's a trip of a lifetime. I want to take a luxurious safari, like not like camping, but like where you're like glamping and they're giving you champagne and there's like elephants in your face,
right? And maybe you'll see Blake and Rachel while you're there.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you can
just
play
looks stunning.
Bless the rains down in Africa. That's like our go-to anytime we go see live music. Do you ever see like, well, you probably do, but like when there's like a guitarist playing at a restaurant? Do you do that? Oh, okay.
Well, when there's just music in a place.
Yeah, well, live music. Yeah. Well, we know a guitarist, like a singer that goes to a bunch of restaurants and bars near us. He actually played at my wedding and at my 30th birthday. Like he's become like part of our family. Like my family uses him for events, but he does gigs all over Long Island. So when we come, he plays like our playlist and we always request Africa. That's such a good song.
It is a good song.
Yeah, so I think I don't get why they don't just come out and say something. But maybe maybe the reason why they're not saying something is because of the show that's not out yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess if they left a couple on the show, are they not allowed to take a trip to Africa together? Like, the only thing we're going based off of is one little clip where his hand was on her knee. Otherwise, they're just hanging out in a group setting in Africa. Yeah. So like,
I know, but they were like saving sharks one day. They're doing all types of stuff. This isn't the first time they've been seen together. And a lot of that other stuff was before Perfect Match was filmed. So it's like, could this just be they've had this relationship, this friendly platonic thing this whole time? They had nothing to do with each other on Perfect Match. Could that be? We don't know. So
we don't know. When does that show come out? And like where?
I've watched other seasons. It's on one of the things, like Netflix or Hulu.
Oh, yes. One of the things.
Oh, wait. Perfect Match. Before we wrap up, I have a bone to pick with
it's on Netflix. With
associated with Peacock / all streaming services. What the actual F is going on with streaming services now? So now we have to pay for the streaming services. And now we also get commercials even if we pay. Like,
no, you have to pay more to not have commercials.
That's insane. That's insane. I was getting so mad in North Carolina when I was with my brother and sister-in-law. We were all watching Temptation Island, which for another day we need to talk. Oh my God, it's such a good show. You need to watch it with me. But we're watching it. We're watching it on Peacock. And I'm like, what the hell is this? It's like every 5 minutes there was a 2-minute.
Well, that's on your brother and sister-in-law for not shelling out the extra $5 for no ads.
But what? But originally,
there's free. There's
it wasn't
premium,
the free
there's
one.
Different tiers. Well, right. No, that's what I'm saying. They're paying to.
Well, what do
you have? They're paying for ads
because I have your
Plus, and I don't have ads on mine, and you have mine. Yeah.
Well,
so you have to pay extra to not have ads.
I have yours and I have Trisha's. I may need yours again.
Okay, that's fine.
But wait, but like, don't you think that this is like a really messed up bait and switch? It's like he didn't have a free version. He had a paid version, but it's like, oh, you don't pay enough. And now I'm just getting nervous.
Yeah.
Because this is happening on Hulu now too. I'm just getting nervous that everything is so expensive that every company has to keep raising prices in order to keep up with everything. And like before you know it, streaming services is just going to be like regular TV, except it's streaming. That's
exactly that's what's happening, and that's what's going to happen.
That's scary though. I don't want to go back to regular TV.
Okay.
It's scary.
It scary?
Yes.
Like, there are a lot scarier things in the world.
No.
I think it just comes down to like streaming is not profitable unless done in that way, right? Like I think for a long time, like Netflix and Disney Plus, I think are the only ones that actually even make money. For a long time, they were just like giving you these things at a low price to get you hooked. And then now they have to raise the price to make a profit. It's the same thing with Uber and Postmates. Like remember 2013 when Uber was so cheap? And so then they got us all to start using Uber. And now Uber is not cheaper than taxis. Like they're kind of comparable, the same. Sometimes even the taxi is cheaper because it doesn't have surge pricing. So that's just with all tech companies that
so mean.
This is how it works. Yeah. I mean, pay more money than for the no ads.
Well, I didn't know that was an option, number one, because I only have ones that we pay for. Yeah. So like I think
some people like it though as an option. Like if you don't use Peacock that much and you only want to watch a couple things, people like the cheaper version to just like watch what they want to watch and then like cancel it or I don't know, suffer through the ads. We're giving people options.
What's annoying and scary is that what if one day they're still not making enough money and then you need premium double plus because premium plus will have ads. That's where it's going.
Where it's going is these companies like Peacock are not going to be able to be profitable. So then NBC is going to start licensing its content again to Netflix. But then you only need Netflix and you can get all the stuff.
Well, that's what it should be anyway.
No, that's not what it should be.
You know what? If you're going to oh God, ads has been such a trigger for me lately because I can't even read like website
also, it's another
articles.
Revenue stream for them, right? Because then they get paid for the subscriptions and then they also get ad revenue.
I think it's insane and I get nervous that we're just going to revert back to regular TV having 10 commercials. It was such a beautiful thing that you were able to watch what you wanted and you didn't have to see commercials. Why can't they just put the ads almost like banners on the homepage? Like
they do that sometimes. They do that sometimes.
Kind of like how articles do it, except articles are so aggressive. Like articles
too much now.
Literally kick me off. I don't want to call anyone out, but I've literally been kicked off a website that I'm trying to read because the ads keep popping up and like literally kick me off. I'm like, this is going against what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to come to your website and read. I'm reading.
No, they're not. They're just trying to get you to see the ad. That's the thing. Like, they're not in the business of making you read. They're in the business of serving you ads.
Yeah, but watch time.
That's how
and
they
all
make
that
money.
stuff.
They don't care if you read the article.
Yeah, but that's called a bounce rate. You don't want a high bounce rate. You don't want people to come to your website and then immediately click out because they get spammed with ads. That's not a good thing. You technically want someone to stay on your website as long as possible so they can serve you more ads, or you can watch the full ad. So they're just doing themselves a disservice by spamming the crap. And it's like, guys, I understand that prices are high and we all need to make money, but my God.
I think though, like price wise, television is streaming is going to become probably very similar to what cable was. It's not going to be necessarily cheaper. Although I think there'll always be like an ad-free version if you want to pay more.
I'll pay more. I didn't know there was a next level because the level that I was sold was a level without ads. And then they're
which level were you sold? You mean sold? You mean the you stealing my login?
No, Hulu. Which I steal from my brother.
But there is an ad version of Hulu too. You're just living the high life and paying for the good version. Oh, there is one. I think.
This is
Fact
crazy.
check me on that, people. But I think almost all streaming services have an ad tier now. And then
I was going
to say something I can't say. Never mind. Something that's coming from Peacock. It's a different tier. That's all I'll say.
God, it's like the triple, super, double, no ad version.
No, it's if you want to pay less but only get some of the content.
Oh my God.
I've said too much.
Well, don't say it then. Why would you say it?
No, because what I said is fine, I think.
How about a version where you get all of the content, but you don't get volume? And if you want volume, you have to pay extra. Like, that's where we're going towards. This is too much. And I got really mad. The
ads?
Yes. Oh. When I was in North Carolina, we ended up buying the season of Temptation Island on Amazon because I'm like, I can't do this. Like,
you could have just upgraded a couple
I didn't
dollars.
know. We didn't know that.
Okay, so noted. They have to make the messaging more clear to upsell people. Sorry.
Send that back to your supervisor. It's not clear. Honestly, Amazon got my money, not you guys. So go tell the CEO that.
I will.
But then I was nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna buy the season, and then they're gonna be like, also, just please watch this quick ad break before we play it. Like, no. Imagine we're gonna start having ads in the middle of movies, like at the movie theater.
They have trailers in the beginning.
That's not, Well, speaking of, we need to go. This is the story of our lives. We always say we're gonna wrap, and then we don't. Speaking of movies, though, can we both watch Another Simple Favor? It's Blake Lively's new movie, and I really kind of want to watch it. I know, but shouldn't we? I feel like we should.
Sure. I didn't watch the first Simple Favor. I think we need to watch that one first.
Well, I watched that. Didn't I watch it on a cruise? Didn't I watch it on the cruise?
I don't know.
I feel like I've told you guys.
I watched, what's the Justin Baldoni one? I watched that on a plane. Horrible movie.
What?
It Ends with Us. Duh. The one we talk about all the time.
Oh, I need to watch that. I need to watch that.
You don't. I actually think you don't need to watch it. And it's the fact that she thought she would maybe get an Oscar nomination for this movie. Like, it really is just a glorified Lifetime movie. And honestly, that's fine. Just like
own it.
Yeah, own it. It was a bad movie, but I was entertained. I liked it. It got me through the plane ride. Like, great. It's just like, let's call a spade a spade. It is what it is. And the fact that she really thought she was going to change lives with this movie is
cute.
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Do you know the TikTok sound? She stole my life. She made me cuckoo.
No, you always have different TikTok sounds than me. And then I eventually hear them.
I think this one is maybe niche because it's a theater reference. Maybe I'm on Theater Girl TikTok.
Maybe. But. All right. Well, I think we need to wrap up. I would like to wish everyone a happy Friday. And a happy Mother's Day this weekend, right? Mother's Day is Sunday. Mm-hmm. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And we love you and we thank you for listening or watching. And make sure you subscribe and you like and you tell a friend.
Totally.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Goodbye, bitches.